We bowl off Mello TV Sports with cricket as Captain Craig Brathwaite is approaching a half-century after John Campbell and Shane Mosley fell cheaply as the West Indies replied to Bangladesh's huge total on day 2 of the first test in Chattogram. Brathwaite ended the day on 49 and, along with Nkrumah Bonner 17, saw the tourists to 75 for 2 in reply to 430. Campbell fell for 3 and Mosley 2, both LBW to Mustafizur Rahman. Earlier, the home team resumed on 242 for 5 and saw Mahidi Hassan Miraz make a century 103, Shakib Al Hassan 68, Liton Das 38, and Naeem Hassan 24. Jamel Warrican added 1 wicket to his first day haul of 3 to end with 4 for 133. Rakeem Cornwall had 2 for 114, while there was 1 wicket each for Nkrumah Bonner, Kemar Roach, and Shannon Gabriel. Meanwhile, Pakistan captain Babar Azad and Fawad Alam put on an unbeaten century stand to rescue the hosts from early trouble and lead them to 145 for 3 at the close of a rain-shortened first day of the second test with South Africa in Rawalpindi. Babar won the toss and chose to bat first as Pakistan looked to close out the 2-match series, and he's not out on 77, having so far put on 123 for the 4th wicket with Fawad 42 to frustrate the tourists. South Africa had made inroads into the Pakistan top order when they reduced the home team to 22 for 3 with left-arm spinner Keshav Maharaj 2 for 51, striking early with the new ball. He dismissed opener Imran Butt for 15 and Azhar Ali for just a duck. Seema and Rich Nortje dismissing Abid Ali for 6. The rain started to fall as the players went off for tea, with the entire final session lost. We kick it over to football news now. Arsenal's appeal against the decision to send off David Luiz during Tuesday's defeat at Wolves have been dismissed by the FA. Luiz was sent off for the 3rd time in his Arsenal career during the 2-1 loss after being adjudged to have committed a last-man foul in the first half stoppage time on Wolves striker Jose by referee Craig Pawson. Now, contact appeared to be minimal, but the decision was upheld by VAR John Moss. Meanwhile, Southampton will have defender Jan Bednarek available for Saturday's trip to Newcastle after his dismissal against Manchester United was overturned. Bednarek was sent off for a last-man foul on Anthony Martial during the Saints' 9-0 drubbing at Old Trafford. Finally, in the sports news tonight, the Australian Open will begin as scheduled on Monday, even though a worker at one of the Melbourne hotels used to quarantine players and their entourages tested positive for COVID-19. Today's warm-up matches at Melbourne Park were called off after the case was announced late yesterday, and those who underwent quarantine at the Grand Hyatt Hotel were instructed to get tested and isolate until they had a result. And those were the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Shelly and Hill.